We call it run down. When he got into the vehicle, they was going to jump out the car, and as soon as he got in his car, they was going to run him down and shoot him.
Who was?
Scotty and Ksoo.
So both Leroy Whitaker and Hakeem Robinson?
Yes, sir.
Did you all have to wait a long time for Charles McCormick to come out of his apartment that morning?
Yes, sir. It was ours.
While you were waiting for Charles McCormick to come out, did anything happen?
I ain't say nothing, but y'all know what's going on. Pot full. You know what I'm saying? He's snitching. He
That's
telling
not
everything.
his initial plan.
Telling everything.
Christopher Brown pulled up his baby mother's car.
Did that upset everybody?
Yes, sir. He was messing everything up. I tried to go physically tell him, like, get from around.
And what happened when y'all were doing that?
McCormick came out. Well, I kind of like U-turned behind him just to get a good view of him.
Did Charles McCormick make it to his vehicle?
Yes, sir. We followed him.
Eventually, where did Charles McCormick make it?
To a temp agency.
Do you know or remember where in that plaza you parked?
On the side of the building.
Now, when you got to that complex, the shopping plaza, were you concerned about anything?
Police. But they always at Publix.
They are always at a Publix, though. Dominique Barner continues on with his testimony and says that while the three of them are waiting on Charles McCormick to come out of the staffing agency, Hakeem Robinson called one of McCormick's friends to tell him that he just caught one of his friends slipping.
He was telling him that one of his homeboys was slipping. He was finna get killed or relocated in front of the temp agency.
Dang.
Getting closer.
So he called the dude he unalive. He called his friend to tell him, yeah, your boy out here slipping. One of your men out here slipping. Yeah, you about to, you know what I'm saying? That's wicked. That's wicked. That's wicked. Hey, that's wicked.
It was like, I'm finna use this. I said, no, you're not.
So what happened when Charles McCormick came out?
Well, Hakeem jumped out of the car.
Was that the plan?
No, sir.
All right. How was that different from what the plan was?
Well, I came up with a plan of getting closer to his car so when he get in the car, he could jump out of the passenger seat and shoot him as soon as he got in his vehicle. I could pull off faster.
What happened after Hakeem jumped out of the Nissan?
Shot at him.
What did Hakeem Robinson do?
Chased him. Killed him.
Did you see that?
No.
Where did they go?
On the side of the building. I went and picked him up. I pulled off. Went to towards the front entrance of the shopping plaza.
Dang, he ran him down, stood over him.
Time to go.
Did your car crash?
Yes, sir. Nissan Altima.
Right. Is that the one that you, Hakeem Robinson, and Leroy Whitaker are all in?
Yes, sir.
What happened after you crashed?
We all jumped out the car.
When Hakeem got out, what did he do?
He ran a different way from us.
Did Hakeem take anything with him?
Yes, sir. Murder weapon. I ran behind Scotty. Jumped a lot of fences.
Dang, that's him right there. So that's Scotty and him right there.
You recognize those two individuals?
Yes, sir.
Who were they?
It's me and Scotty.
Damn.
And where did you and Leroy Whitaker make it?
Made it to a patio.
What is that?
Patio.
Is that the patio of the home that you and Leroy Whitaker made it to?
Yes, sir. I opened it. Walked into it. Back sliding door.
You and Leroy Whitaker entered that home?
Yes, sir. Get away from the police. We went to the first room we seen. I got into the closet. Tried to get in the closet with me. The lady came. When she seen us, when she seen me in the closet, and she seen Scotty standing outside the closet, she was like, y'all gotta get out of my house. Escorting us to the door, to the front door.
She opened the front door?
Yeah. She screamed for help. Pulled her back into the house.
Who did?
Me.
Alright. And did Leroy Whitaker help you pull in her?
Yes, sir. Well, I kind of took her to the ground, choked her. Really just trying to scare her. Made her get on the couch. Took her phone, but she couldn't call the police.
How were you and Leroy Whitaker planning on trying to get away?
Yeah, lock him up.
And asked for help.
Who was calling for help?
That's my mama, shawty. That's my mama. Oh, you can't put down, boy. You can't put down, boy.
Got it. The first person he called was Kareem.
You call anybody else?
Getting put down, boy.
Blue is the nickname for Abdul Robinson Sr., a.k.a. Hakeem Robinson's father.
Did someone eventually show up?
Blue.
And what was Blue, Abdul Robinson Sr. driving?
Challenger. Orange is red.
Did both both you and Leroy Whitaker leave the home and get into that car.
Yes, sir.
Did you tell Abdul Robinson Sr. about what happened?
Yes, sir.
Where did Abdul Robinson Sr. take you?
Took me to Zay house. Xavier Floyd,
Is he a friend
a friend
of who?
of Blue. We switched from the Challenger to Impala. We went to Blue House in Ocean Way.
Do you see anyone else? Did anybody show up?
Abdul and Hakeem showed up.
Did you ask Hakeem Robinson anything about what happened?
Yeah, I asked him like where he ran to. Told me he made it to some apartments.
Do you know what happened to the firearm?
He told me he threw it in the creek.
Do you know how he got away from the apartment complex that he made it to?
That Natalie came and got him.
While you were still at Abdul Robinson
Dang,
Senior's
bro, he
home,
telling
did
everything.
you see anything or hear anything that kind of spooked you a little bit?
Yeah, we watched the news. Seen the video of me and Scotty jumping the gate.
Dominique Barner testifies that he eventually left Abdul Robinson Sr.'s house and went to his house. Later that evening, he and his girlfriend leave their apartment, and when they do, they get pulled over and arrested.
That evening, January 15, 2020, did you and Janera leave your apartment?
Yes, sir.
And while y'all had left your apartment, did you get pulled over?
Yes, sir.
And is that when you were detained?
Yes, sir.
And were you taken to the police station?
Yes, sir.
And that's his story. Ooh, child.
Dang.
So first up for cross-examination is Leroy Whitaker, aka Scotty's defense attorney. And she focuses on the age gap between Dominique Barner and his friend group.
And so at this time, I'll call upon the
no.
attorney for Mr. Whitaker for cross-examination.
So we understand you are currently 31 years old, correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
And you have a child that's 15 or 16 now.
She's 16.
Now, what that got to do with the case?
Back on January 15th of 2020, you would have been 26 years old, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. On that same day, Leroy Whitaker was barely 19 years old, right?
Right.
Okay. And Hakeem Robinson was 21 years old, right?
Right.
And the closest one to your age would have been Abdul Jr., who was 23 years old, correct?
You wouldn't have been 23.
How old do you think he was?
Yeah, you're younger than me, so
You think he was 25?
I don't think I know.
Okay. And the first time you ever
No, he
even
gonna know.
met
I'm not
Leroy
gonna lie.
Whitaker,
He
you were
gonna know.
23, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And Leroy was still in high school, right?
Right. Correct.
The attorney then moves on to what exactly was going on around the time that Dominique Barner accepted his plea deal
No,
and
look at
goes
Leroy.
into
He
what
did
his
it.
motivation really was.
Leroy did it.
Fast forward to August of 2020. You had remained in jail, right?
Correct.
Now, by this time, you've been formally charged with not one, but two full homicides, correct?
Correct.
And this second homicide dealt with the death of Damon Rothermel. Mr. Rothermel, he ended up being an innocent bystander whom was shot during a drive-by shooting on another target. And the actual target's name was P Money. And you searched P Money out, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Because you were gonna get paid to kill him. Abdul Robinson Sr., who's also charged in that homicide, right?
Yeah.
He was the one that was gonna give you the money.
Right.
In August of 2020, you're charged with two separate murders, a home invasion burglary, home invasion robbery,
Damn.
an aggravated fleeing and eluding. And you knew either one of those murders could get you life imprisonment,
He's
right?
cooked.
Right.
And more than that, for first degree murder, there's only one sentence. And that is you will spend the rest of your life in prison. Mandatory life. So you knew that both of those murders, if you didn't come to some kind of deal, were going to go to first degree murder, right?
Right.
So in August of 2020, you decided, I'm going to look out for me, right?
Correct. I just know they wanted the truth from me.
Okay.
That's what I gave them. I just
But
wanted
why?
to look out for myself.
Okay.
My best interest.
And it worked out well for you. I mean, you went from staring down to mandatory lives. You got it lowered all the way that you can hope to walk amongst us in 20 years,
Damn.
right?
Right.
And actually much less than that, because you have 5 years credit, right, sir?
Correct.
So in 15 short years, you can be out and walking amongst us. And you do have a lot of time, right? I mean, you feel in your mind it's justice.
You see him smiling though. You see him
That you
like
should get
like
20,
this
because
about to take this
in your
15.
words-
My bad. I'm gonna talk over the video, but you see him smiling when she said they like please smiling now. He ain't even tripping no more now. Like she just made him feel a little better. I ain't gonna lie. She just made him feel a little bit better.
You've provided justice. And that's why you, in your mind, should get 20 years for the death of two
He ain't even
fellow
tripping no
human
more.
beings. Right?
You been in for 5,
Well, when you put
15
it like
more.
that,
I'm cool.
next the attorney
Nah,
says
for
that
real, when you
Dominic
put it like
Barner has
that,
no
nah,
problem
for real.
lying to law enforcement, state attorneys, under oath, or to anyone, really. And her point is, so why should the jury believe him now?
And you've also testified in the Jermaine DeBose case, correct?
Correct.
And that was an interesting case, and you raised your right hand just like you did today, and swore to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then you lied. You lied in the Jermaine DeBose
Oh,
case
bro.
to make sure that he got out of jail?
Yeah, I lied in the deposition.
Okay,
I
you
did
lied.
lie at the hearing.
Oh, so you just lied under oath in a deposition. And what was interesting about this lie is this was a lie to help him get out of jail, right?
Correct.
Not because you liked him, right?
Correct.
Not because he was your friend, right?
Right.
You wanted to chase him down, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you fully admit
Dang.
that you have lied
Hey, these Jackson,
police officers
these Florida boys different.
to
he
assistant
hel-
state attorneys,
Oh.
right?
He helped the dude he was beefing with get out of jail, so he can go finish him himself.
Defense attorneys.
That's different.
Right?
Right.
You have lied under oath, right?
Right.
She ends her cross-examination emphasizing that Leroy Whitaker did not take anyone's life on January 15, 2020.
On January 15th, 2020, Leroy Whitaker did not shoot a person, did he?
No, ma'am.
He did not pull a trigger, did he?
No, ma'am.
I found it interesting that she didn't say he wasn't involved in the incident. She just said he wasn't the trigger man.
That's
But
true.
I'll move on. Next up is cross-examination by Hakeem Robinson's attorney, and she starts off by highlighting all the things Dominique Barner did to make sure Charles McCormick lost his life.
You did not like the lyrics of the song that he put out, right?
Right.
You saw the
This
post on his
case, this
Instagram
trial
account.
crazy.
You decided you wanted to kill him, right?
Right.
You started this.
Want to say I started it.
Well, it started with your irritation with his song lyrics, did it not?
It irritated everybody.
Okay, I'm not talking about everybody else, I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
It irritated you.
Correct.
That caused you to go on Instagram, right?
Right.
And now you sit here in front of this jury and you have a deal from the state of Florida, right?
Right.
And you're getting a good deal, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Sweet deal from the state of Florida, right?
Want to say sweet deal.
Like the previous attorney, this attorney also laid out the 2 M charges that Dominique Barner was facing, and she points out that the original charges that he was facing was for first-degree homicide, and that means automatic life in prison with no parole. But
Lord.
because he cooperated, the charges were dropped down to second degree, which gives a bit more flexibility to what he could be sentenced to.
As we discussed before, first degree premeditated murder, there is no discretion. You will die in prison, right?
Right.
You're not going to leave that prison cell unless it's in a pine box, right?
Right.
Pine box?
In Florida, we don't have parole. Life is life.
Dang, you don't got parole?
Now, what they did for you in that case is they allowed you not to plead to first-degree murder. They reduced the charges for you, right?
Right.
They reduced it down to second-degree murder, right?
Right.
Last point from this attorney is her highlighting that before Dominique Barner gave any names to police, he was the only person charged for both of the M charges that he was facing. But then he had a meeting and started talking.
No one at this point is arrested at all in the David Rothamel case, right? Except for you.
Except for me.
And no one else is arrested in Charles McCormick at that time, except for you.
Right.
But now in this meeting, this is who you've given to them. Torgon Williams, Natalie Gant, Abdul Jr., a.k.a. Kareem, Leroy Whitaker, Blue, and also to Hakeem Robinson, right?
Right.
Who you knew they thought was a shooter, right?
Yeah.
You even turned on your girlfriend.
Damn.
you love Gennaro?
Yeah.
Okay. But in that moment, you were okay giving her up for an accessory after the fact to murder?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you need to help yourself, right?
Right.
Doesn't matter who it is.
Right.
All right, that's day 3. Let's see if Daddy comes on day 4.
He even gave up his own girlfriend. That is OC. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there's no love in the streets. If you in the streets, you a fool. You a fool. I ain't gonna lie. If you been in the streets, you been slow. I always thought it was stupid. But if you still in 2025, yeah, I feel like you're stupider than dumber than dumb. Dumber than dumb. I ain't gonna lie. Like, we gotta be dumber than dumb. But y'all like, comment, subscribe. I hope y'all do this. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Part 5 is coming soon. This is part 4. I uploaded part 1 yesterday. Part 2 coming down. Part 2 and part 3